What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now Plus. I'm Alex, and in this video I want to talk about Deathloop being delayed to Q2 2021. So this is definitely disappointing news. At the same time, kind of like with all these delay videos, I feel like it's definitely important to say early on that, hey, delays are arguably always very, very good, okay? Now, I guess not every single time, but most times if a game gets delayed, it's better probably for it, right, to come out later in a hopefully better state than if it were to come out in, whatever state it was going to be. So this game was obviously supposed to launch this fall, or this holiday, actually, holiday 2020 for the PS5 and PC. Remember, it's like a console exclusive for PlayStation 5. So this is kind of a big-ish deal for PlayStation. You look at what's going on with games in general, especially with what's happened around the world, right? A lot of games have been affected. A lot of games have been pushed back. We see it, honestly, time and time again, whether it be actual games, whether it be DLCs for games or updates, all these different things. A lot of things have been pushed, and we saw it with Halo Infinite. Now, Halo Infinite to Deathloop, not exactly the same thing, right? If we talk about how, in my opinion, Halo Infinite's delay is more of a damaging thing to the Xbox Series X, Deathloop isn't so much. Okay, now, with that being said, I actually am very, very excited for Deathloop, which is kind of odd for me because this is a very, I think, minority kind of opinion, but I was not a fan of Dishonored. I really wanted to like Dishonored. I played the first one. I bought it day one. I remember being so pumped for that game, and that was just a game that did not, for whatever reason, and I tried multiple times, it did not get me. Kind of strange. This game looks exactly like it, in my opinion. Obviously, it's a much different kind of setup, right, in terms of what you're going to be doing. But definitely, this is kind of like a Dishonored, like, spiritual successor game, right? Or Dishonored 2, even, a spiritual successor game. So, I'm willing to give this one a try, if nothing more than I still want to like the Dishonored franchise. This one's like it, but obviously with a slight twist to it. Coming out for PS5, being a PlayStation, again, a console exclusive for it. I'm getting the PS5. I would like to support a game like this. So this was a game that, when you saw it at PS5 reveal event, I liked it. I really thought it was pretty interesting. It wasn't my favorite thing, honestly. Again, like a thing like a kind of Bridge of Spirits really, really stood out. That was more of an exciting thing for me. With that being said, as time goes on, a lot of different games are going to start standing out. I rewatched the trailer before I record this video. Obviously, you guys are going to see some of that trailer in this video, and honestly, it did get me pretty pumped. I'm very, very excited for this game. Again, sucks that it's not coming out in 2020, but honestly, with all the stuff coming out in October, all the rumored stuff coming out in October, stuff coming out in November, even again, if we think for the PS5, this was literally, and again, the kind of thing for this game was that it is a PS5 game, not PS4, PS5. So, that does suck because we don't have that many of those games, but at the same time, we do have a lot of PS4 games, a lot of games that can be backwards compatible. I'm sure we'll have PS5 versions of, again, like Last of Us, Ghost of Tsushima, still have a Kenna Bridge of Spirits, still have Spider-Man Miles Morales, still a much, in my opinion, a more solid launch lineup than what was out for PS4. I still think that the PS4 launch lineup was very, very weak. This one is a lot stronger even without Deathloop. And again, puts it into an area that, flat out, we don't know many games that are coming out in 2021. Really, I guess the only thing we can kind of do is see, okay, what are games that are announced in general, and then you could just put it in a 2021 window, or games that were supposed to come out in 2020 that got pushed. Obviously, now you can say those are 2021 games, but really, 2021 is pretty bare. Obviously, games get more filled in as the months progress. We're seeing, again, September, October, November, all the games coming out, but if you would have looked at the release schedule for video games in general, say back in June or May, there was next to nothing. I remember when October was next to dead, okay? And now there's like 30 games coming out in October. So these things get filled up. Having this game come out, again, Q2, so that's April through June. So this is like a spring kind of game now. Fine by me. Kind of probably around the same time that like a Demon Souls kind of game would come out, a Horizon, Forbidden West. So seems like first half of 2021, which should be, by the way, Sony's strategy, is going to be pretty strong for the PS5. You do want to start off very strong, but then you also want to keep it going through 2021. I think that they have a lot of different things planned that'll keep it very, very strong in the PS5. So again, sucks for the delay. At the same time, puts it arguably in a better spot. If this game came out, November, yes, I probably still would have gotten it, but it has to compete with Assassin's Creed, it has to compete with Miles Morales, has to compete with Kenna, has to compete with all the October games that there's no way I'm going to beat in October, so I'm going to play in November. So really, honestly, this delay, kind of best for everything, you know what I mean? Coming out now April through June, maybe there's less games over there. Still very, very excited for this game, okay? So guys, let me know in the comments below, what do you think? Are you anticipating this game? Are you excited for Deathloop? Are you disappointed that the game is being delayed? Were you going to get this? Like, was this going to be one of your day one PS5 purchases? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. As always, make sure you guys are subscribed to this YouTube channel. Hit the bell icon so you guys know when all these videos go up, and I do a brand new video on this channel every single day, and so I hope to see you guys for tomorrow's video.